Dear friends, welcome back. In this video lesson, we shall be taking a look at the next question, which is why are there so many signatories on the conveyance deed? That's rather quite confusing, and it's a natural question for each one of us to ask. First of all, let us understand who are the parties who are conveying the rights and title to us. The first party, as we have seen, is the developer, which is PSCL, Paranspay Schemes Construction Limited, which will be represented by their directors. The signatories will be the directors of the company. The second party are 55 names, and we shall just see why so many people are signing. They are the names of landowners, and they have been described as landowners / consenting parties. And what consent are they giving? This is what we shall examine in this video. And finally, it will be the Forest Trails Athashri Cooperative Housing Society, and the signatories will be the chairman, the secretary, and another member of the society who will be nominated by the general body. So to address the question why we have 55 names, we must understand that this township lies in Bhugao, and you have seen this land survey map earlier. What is highlighted is the plot which is identified as survey number 83, which is colored dark in the map. If you refer to your agreement to sell, you will find a description of the forest trail lands. Some of these lands were owned by MDPL, which has later merged with PSCL. Some others are owned by landowners. MDPL had development rights, which are now held by PSCL. And certain lands, the promoter or the township developer has obtained easement rights for access roads and other facilities. Easement is required for electrical poles if they run over somebody's property. They are required for pipelines such as sewerage lines or water supply lines and so many other civic utilities. These people may not be transferring the land to us, but they'll be permitting us easement. Here is an aerial view of our beautiful township, and in the top left hand corner you will see is the place where Athashri is located. When you enter from the main road, the Poud Road, you follow roughly this particular path. Now, this crosses many pieces of lands, and many parcels of these lands belong to many people, either partially or wholly. You could also choose to go to the Ravi Shankar school, or maybe even go to meet your friends in meadows or to the club. The conveyance deed will give you the rights of easement over all these common roads, which are more explicitly explained in the conveyance deed. So for that reason, the names of these 55 people must be mentioned over here so that we do not have any problem and nobody can stop you from going to different parts of the township. Here is a close-up of the map which is available on the government website, which describes Bhugao properties. I have circled some survey numbers which you can identify in your agreement to sell. For example, 83, 86, 90, 91, 101, 102, 106, 110, 16, 19, and these are the areas through which various roads are passing. In the light of what we have just learned, if you were to refer to your agreement to sell and the draft of the conveyance party, you'll soon realize that our conveyance is for zones R18, and in addition to that, G51 and OS11. Now these lands may or may not belong to all the 55 signatories, but you do need easement over property in order to access your society or to move around within the township. So that is the reason why we have 55 other signatories apart from just the landowners of R18 and G51 and OS11 and the promoter. That brings us to the end of this video lesson. We shall meet once again in the next lesson, and that will be regarding power of attorney. That's a very important subject. So until then, bye bye, and thank you very much for your attention.